Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Impact and your Ring of Honor TV taping spoilers. First off, we got Ring of Honor TV tapings from July 21st through the 23rd. I think I got 2 or 3 weeks of results. Dark match, Sal Renaro defeated P-Dog, Mike Posey. Chris Sabin defeated Scorpion Sky in match number 1. Alex Shelley claimed that he will be stepping away from wrestling, retiring, and told Sabin to fulfill his dreams and start winning Ring of Honor TV title. Punishment Martinez attacked Sabin and Shelley. Scorpio Sky chased away Martinez. Match number 2, Karen Q defeated Jenny Rose off a distraction by Kelly Klein. Match number 3, F.R. Josie fought Eli Isom to a no contest in a top prospect tournament match. Jeff Cobb debuted by attacking both wrestlers. Match number 3, Kenny King defeated Marty Skrull. Match number 4, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels defeated Jay Briscoe by disqualification when Mark Briscoe interfered. Flip Gordon defeated Silas Young in match number 5. Match number 6, Jay Lethal defeated John Gresham in a 30-minute Iron Man match to retain the Ring of Honor title. They were tied at the end of 30 minutes. Lethal won in an overtime fall. Sumi Siaki defeated Madison Rain to retain the Woman of Honor title. Match number 8, Shane Taylor defeated Josh Woods. Match number 9, Marcus Cross versus Charles Zanders fought to a no contest in the top prospect tournament match when Jeff Cobb interfered. Match number 10, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta defeated Silas Young and Bully Ray. Bully walked out on Young. Match number 11, Frankie Kazarian defeated Mark Briscoe. Match number 12, Beer Seated Bruiser and Brian Malonis defeated the Dogs and Cheeseburger and Ryan Nova in a triple threat tag match. Match number 13 was your main event of that night of tapings. Cody and the Young Bucks defeated the Kingdom to win the Ring of Honor 6-man titles. Nick Aldis was on commentary for that match. Nick, if you're not familiar, is married to Mickie James, formerly known as Magnus from Impact Wrestling. On the 23rd, I did not get anything from the 22nd. Impact tapings for this week's and next week's show. From Toronto, Ontario at the Rebel Complex, report by .NET reader Mr. Eddie G. Explosion match, KM and Falaba defeated Tyson Ducks and Karik. KM powerbombed Ducks down on his knee. Good opening match. And finally a victory match. A victory for KM and Fala. Match number 1, Taji Ishimori and Petey Williams defeated the Desi Hit Squad with Gamma Singh. Singh said he'd rather be in India than Toronto to some cheap heat. Williams and Ishimori won when Petey hit the Canadian Destroyer as Ishimori hitting a sitting front suplex onto his knees on Rohit Raju. A good match for both teams. Match number 2, Tessa Blanchard defeated Aslia, or Alicia. Alicia got a lot of offense, but Tessa won with a hammerlock DDT. Afterwards, Tessa said that she made an example out of Alicia that says that Allie has everyone fooled but not her. She said next week if Allie beats Su Yung for the knockout title, when she will be coming after Allie. LAX was out next. Santana and Ortiz were out in street clothes. Santana had a bandage on his knees. Konnan said that they were attacked earlier by the OGZ, who he called out so they could finish this. And OGZ were up in the balcony. Konnan called Keeks in the glory hole. The crowd chanted for the OGZ to come down. Kingston didn't want a match in the ring. He wanted a match in the streets. Konnan said he raised Hernandez and Homicide in the streets and accepted the challenge. Match number 3. A-Double defeated Eddie Edwards by an apparent DQ to retain the Impact World title. Eddie tried to shake hands early, but Aries slapped the hell out of him. Eddie just laughed at it, let him off, and Aries went outside looking confused. Aries went for an airplane spin, but there's a ref bump. Eddie hit a double arm DDT on the title after Aries originally brought the belt in, but the ref was still out. Eddie got frustrated, grabbed his kendo stick, hit Aries, then the referee. Eddie then choked Aries in a corner with a stick, but Killer Cross came down and attacked Eddie. It looks like there's an alliance with Aries and Cross. Aries hit the brainbuster on Edwards. Some new interview. Bubo, or however it's spelled, appeared on the stage to introduce Scarlett Bordeaux, who was wearing a hot red dress. The interview slobbered all over and sluttered when Scarlett asked the name. Scarlett said she will not be hot shamed, and the smokehouse is here to make Impact sexy again. And that's all she said. Pentagon Jr. in match number 4 defeated Matt Seidel, or Seidel. Pentagon won with a Pentagon driver. Seidel put on another solid effort. OBE and Sami Callihan appeared on the big screen backstage after the match. Sami was upset about their recent losses recently and demands. Then Jimmy Jacobs came out alone and wanted a match with Johnny Impact. Johnny was attacked by Congo on his way to the ring on the ramp. Kong tossed him around in the ring, and then the match appears to still be on. Match number 5, Johnny Impact over Jimmy Jacobs with Congo Kong by disqualification. Jimmy got the upper hand early, but Congo interfered after, and Johnny made a brief comeback for a DQ. Congo set up chairs on the ramp to attempt a powerbomb, but Johnny escaped. While Johnny got the upper hand outside, Jimmy hit him from behind with a steel chair, which was not sold. He chased Jacobs in and out of the ring, and running through one of the stands at one point, and cornered Jimmy. Impact eventually hit Jacobs in the face with stairs. Impact left as Jimmy was attended to. Match number 6, Eli Drake with Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, defeating the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, with Katrina Ingrado. There was a video of Joe singing, and Eli's head superimposed on Joe's head beforehand. I think Eli deserves a much better program than this. Eli won with a roll-up after Grado distracted the ref. Eli got the win from behind Hendry. Grado tried to explain what happened, and after a brief discussion, Katrina, and Hendry left to the back, frustrated. Match number 7, Allie with Kara Hogan defeated Sue Young and the Undead Bridesmaid by disqualification in a knockout title match. Tessa Blanchard attacked Allie for some reason for the disqualification. Sue was upset and got a mandible claw on Tessa. Allie recovered to superkick Blanchard and then attacked Sue again afterwards. A strange ending there. And that was the end of the TV for that week. Explosion match, Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee defeated Cody Deaner, who returned, and cousin Jake Deaner. Lee, unknown who Jake Deaner is. Lee and Caleb won with Trevor kicking Jake off the top rope, while Conley was holding him up. An impressive new finisher. A-Double came out and bragged about defeating Edwards earlier. He asked the crowd why Killer Cross helped him. He said his new insurance policy could speak for itself. Cross says he is the new beginning and change is coming. He received a lot of what treatment here. He said that whether everyone likes it or not, they will pay the toll. Aries says he is unstoppable now. He said if Eddie handled his stick properly, his wife never would have left him. Eddie came down the ramp with his kendo stick. Eddie took Cross down with a cutter. As Edwards went after Aries, Cross recovered to choke Edwards out from behind. And another explosion match. Rebel beat the Undead Maid of Honor of Casey Spinelli. Sue Young was with Casey, but left before the start of the match. 2 scoops early on. The makeup isn't hiding Casey's identity well. Casey got hung upside down in a corner, and Rebel nailed a double stomp from the top to get the upset win. I don't think any of the Undead Bridesmaids have won a match yet. Match number 8, Phoenix defeated Sami Callihan with the Chris brothers. One of the Chris brothers has a shaved head, and that's the one that lost in the Slammiversary match. Sami spit in his hand before delivering a chop to Phoenix, leading to "That was gross" chant. Jake and Dave tried to interfere, but Pentagon Jr. came out to take them down. Phoenix won with a spinning set-out muscle buster for the upset win. Last week's episode, everything was headed to Slammiversary with A-Double and Moose feuding through building as Sami Callihan and Pentagon Jr. continued to torment each other. Tommy Dreamer and Eddie Edwards' rivalry continued as well before their battle in Toronto. If you'd like to catch up on Slammiversary results, watch my video. On this week's episode, A-Double has a championship address to deliver, and Johnny Impact returns to Impact Wrestling after Slammiversary. Brian Cage is set to defend his newly won X Division title against Matt Sydal. Also, seeing the debut of Scarlett Bordeaux. Well, Twitter comments from Impact Wrestling: still the champ, still the greatest, still the truth. Hashtag Impact on Pop at Austin Aries. Aries said people are saying Slammiversary was the best pay-per-view in the company's history. A-Double said he and Moose delivered and gave fans what a professional wrestling match should be. Another comment from at Impact Wrestling at Austin Aries, telling it like it is. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Aries said holding the Impact World Championship means he is the best in the world. Then he took a dig at WWE guys without saying WWE, but talking about being in a bubble and reciting lines that were given to him. He said, if you're outside the bubble, then you can make a difference. Aries said he didn't care where people worked for. He invited all comers from any promotion. Another comment from Impact Wrestling. At the Eddie Edwards once at Austin Aries Impact World Championship. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Then Eddie Edwards jumped in the ring with a kendo stick and caught A-Double with a shot to the stomach and a double underhook DDT. Edwards put the kendo stick in his teeth and raised the Impact World title in the air before leaving while Aries sold the assault. And he just dropped the belt on top of Aries. That's what was on TV. Petey Williams versus Taiji Ishimori, the Bones Holder, and the Canadian Destroyer traded some fast back and forth action until Petey landed the code breaker to slow Bones Holder down. He put Ishimori in the tree of woe and stood on him until he stepped off and Taiji fell to the canvas. Comments on the match from Impact Wrestling. The Bones Holder is in action next. Hashtag Impact on Pop at Taiji_Ishimori. Taiji reversed a shot to the turnbuckle and slung around the ropes to hit a springboard seated splash to take control for a bit. Petey popped back for a bit. Ishimori took over the offense position once again and put Williams in a headlock. Comments from Impact Wrestling. At Petey Williams slingshots in from the apron to take out Ishimori. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Williams avoided a charge to the corner and hit a German suplex. Then he hit a tilt-the-world side Russian leg sweep and geared up for the Canadian Destroyer. Ishimori blocked Petey and hit a springboard kick off the ropes for a 2 count of his own. Comments from Impact Wrestling. At Taiji_Ishimori. Speed and agility is off the charts. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Taiji hit a shotgun drop kick and landed the knees into Petey's face in the corner. Ishimori climbed to the top rope, but missed the splash. They traded counters until Ishimori hit a move that drove his knees into Petey's chest for a tombstone position. Only gets a 2 count. Comments from Impact Wrestling again. Bloody cross hands at Taiji_Ishimori, the victory. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Petey hit a powerbomb and Ishimori rolled through the Canadian Destroyer, so Petey tried a sharpshooter and Taiji rolled him up for a 2 count. Then Ishimori hit the modified DDT for the win. After the match was over, they both hugged and celebrated until Deadly Hit Squad hit the ring and destroyed both of them, while Gama Singh yelled orders from their apron. Comments from Impact Wrestling again. Respect between two amazing competitors and former X Division champions. Hashtag Impact on Pop at Petey Williams. at Taji_Ishimori. Anthony Corelli, formerly known as Santino Morello, was backstage helping his students training. A double walked up and told him he should leave. Corelli said he is not so much of a fan of A doubles anymore. Aries said he doesn't slap like a B word like other guys Corelli might have faced. But he could face him if he wanted to step up. Corelli said he couldn't because of his neck issues. Then Aries asked about the student next to Corelli. Corelli said that's not a good idea because he's just a student. Then the student jumped at the chance and the match was set up. The student was happy about getting a title match, even though it wasn't announced as a title match. Corelli was just happy that the student paid his tuition in advance. Comments from Impact Wrestling at Milan Miracle and at Austin Aries aren't going to be friends anytime soon. But Aries will face one of Anthony's students next week. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Rebel versus Tessa Blanchard. Rebel started things off by trying to gain control, but Tessa just stomped on her during a sunset flip attempt. She dragged Rebel in the ropes and kicked her for a 2 count. Rebel tried to score a schoolgirl pin, but Tessa kicked out. Rebel hit the front face suplex with splits for a 2 count to try the top rope split, but Tessa got up, and that was it. Comments from Impact Wrestling again at Rebel Tania, using her amazing flexibility to her advantage. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Rebel climbed up top, like I just said, but Blanchard stopped her, and she hit a hanging DDT from the top rope, hitting the hammerlock DDT for the win. At Impact Wrestling, at Tess_Blanchard celebrates her birthday with a victory as her momentum continued. Hashtag Impact on Pop. They had a commercial for Bound for Glory, which will take place October 14th. And then you got Scarlett Bordeaux debuting. Scarlett wants to be referred to as a smoke show. Nothing more than steam coming from the entranceway. We're in a historic time for women. We're in the middle of a revolution, and she wants to be an inspiration for women while she was striking seductive poses. She said she wanted to be like Marilyn Monroe or Cardi B. I will not be hot-shamed, she said. Then she turned Fuel Hill and called her interviewer a 5 and told her to sit down because a 10 was talking. She said she wanted to make wrestling sexy again, licked the microphone and told them to hit her music before she left. Comments from the announcers. That's my type of woman there. Somebody has to help at Cyrus Overhuge pick up his jaw off the floor. I think Cyrus was the one. Don Callis. At Impact on Pop. And Scarlett Bordeaux's Twitter account is at Lady_Scarlett13. They had a promo for Pentagon Jr. and cut a promo on Slammiversary match against Sami Callihan. Trevor Lee versus Johnny Impact. These two started out quickly, and Impact utilized an arm drag and kept the pressure on Lee's appendage before hitting a leg sweep, but a forearm to the face. Impact hit a flying kick off the ropes. Lee took advantage of after a distraction from Caleb Conley. Trevor kept on the pressure, and Impact sold for a bit. Lee got a 2 count and then took on Impact while posing for the crowd. Conley choked Impact while the ref's back was turned. Comments from Impact Wrestling. The mayor of Slamtown is back to rule his kingdom. Hashtag Impact on Pop. At The Real Morrison. Lee hit some more stomps and posed again while Impact got to the corner. Impact baseball slid under ropes and avoided a Lee kick and a springboard move into the ring that leveled both competitors. They got to their feet around the same time and traded shots in the ring for a bit. Impact gained control and hit a flying forearm in the corner and a springboard kick for another 2 count. Comments from Impact Wrestling again. A corkscrew crossbody by at The Real Morrison. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Conley interfered while Impact was counting down to Impact. And even the crowd was going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They didn't even get to 3. As Lee hit a double stomp for a 2 count. Then Lee tried a German suplex, but Impact fought out of it, landed on his feet. Once Lee pulled off the German suplex, Impact kicked Lee in the face. Conley pulled Lee out of the ring before he could hit Starship Pain. So Impact turned around and hit a dive on both Lee and Conley to the floor. Comments from Impact Wrestling. Wow! At Darrell Morrison takes out both. At T. Lee 910 and at Caleb Conley. With an incredible dive to the outside. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Impact threw Lee back in the ring and hit the Starship Pain for the win. Comments from Impact Wrestling. Starship Pain and Darrell Morrison picks up another big win. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Impact got on the microphone after the match was over and said he can't begin to say how good it feels to be back in Impact Zone. He said his goal is to become the Impact World Champion. But he has business to take care of first. He said he had to take time off to recover from injuries he suffered from Congo Kong. He mentioned how Jimmy Jacobs and Kong were taking trash out about him while he was talking trash about him while he was sitting at home when he was really filming Survivor. Impact said he won't rest until he takes Congo Kong to Slamtown. More comments from Impact Wrestling. At Darrell Morrison hasn't forgotten what at Real Congo Kong did to him in the clip from the April 19th episode of Impact, and he's out for revenge. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Allie was in an interview backstage and she gave Blanchard props for being so talented. Then Allie brought up what Sue Young did to Madison Rayne by stuffing her in a coffin, and she said she could have been there. Allie said what happened to her, Rosemary and Madison, won't happen to anyone else. Then Allie made her promise to stop Young. Kara Hogan walked up and said she'll join Allie. Sue, your time has come, Allie said, and that ended the segment. As Allie had a smile on her face. At Impact Wrestling, at Real Sue Young took at Madison Rayne out at Slammiversary after what happened to her, and at We Are Rosemary at Allie Impact isn't about to stand idly by while the undead bride dominates the knockouts. And Hogan knows best 3 is right by her side. Hogan knows best. That's Hogan's daughter, isn't it? Mm-hmm. As they aired the throwback match of the Mother City Machine Guns versus Generation Me, now called the Young Bucks, from No Surrender 2010. This match was for the TNA tag titles, with Shelley and Sabin won to regain their titles. Comments from Impact Wrestling, the GWN Moment of the Week, featuring Alex Shelley and Super Chris Sabin versus Matt Jackson 13 and Nick Jackson YB. Hashtag Impact on Pop. And by the way, Alex Shelley announced his retirement on the Ring of Honor TV tapings. Spoiler: Grado, Katrina, and Joe Hendry were backstage, and Katrina was obviously into Hendry. Eli Drake walked up and said that they remind him of the Three Musketeers because it's all for one and one for all. Then he gave them all a gift. Grado opened it. It was a picture of Drake and Katrina that said love. Hendry said it was a joke, that they were going to put it in the bin right now. At Impact Wrestling, comments at the Eli Drake has gotten at Grado Wrestling a present. It's a photo of at Katrina Infamy and at Joe's Hendry together. Looks like he wants to stir the pot. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Fallen Bob and KM were backstage. KM said Bob needs to find his mean streak. He put sunglasses on Bob and put some gum in his mouth. KM asked if he felt the mean streak, and Bob said he did. KM was abusing everyone they walked past. He said, we're going to see that mean streak next week. Killer Cross had a promo where he described himself in a very sinister fashion. Meanwhile, the OG's clubhouse, King said he's not satisfied. He said he expected more out of LAX and said, you can win a million battles, but you have to win the war first. King said, once you tag something, it's yours forever. LAX 5150 is dead, and now it's OG 730. Comments from Impact Wrestling. The OGs have tagged the Impact World Tag Team titles. At Mad King 1981 claimed that means the belts now belong to them. at Ortiz 5150 and at Santana LAX are likely to take this lying down. Hashtag Impact on Pop. OBE was in the bathroom somewhere trying to make Callahan feel better after being bald. He does pull it off. Suddenly, Callahan attacked some random person with long hair while they were standing at the urinal. He attacked them, and Jake Chris held the poor victim while Dave shaved him. At Impact Wrestling comments, having his head shaved may have made at the Sammy Callahan more unhinged. He just shaved another man's head for even looking at him. With at the Jake Chris and the Dave Chris by his side, he may be more dangerous than ever. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Matt Sydal versus Brian Cage for the X Division title. After an exchange in the beginning, they moved outside where Sydal hit a kick from the apron and went for running double knees, but Cage caught him and launched the former X Division champion against the ring post. Comments from Impact Wrestling: deadlift overhead, German suplex by Mr. GMSI _ B Cage. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Sydal took Cage's legs out from underneath him and hit a running kick in the corner while Cage was laying in the turnbuckle. Cage hit a run and took Sydal out with a massive clothesline. Cage hit a pump handle Samoan drop for a 2 count. And Sydal reversed Cage's next move and hit an inventive move for a 2 count. Comments from Impact Wrestling: Find Evan reverses the drill claw into a snap hurricanrana. Hashtag Impact on Pop. Sydal hit a splash to Cage's back for another 2 count. Cage returned to fire and hit a 619 for a 2 count. Sydal landed on his feet to counter a move from Cage, and then he kicked him in the face. And then hit a snap rana for a 2 count, 2.5 count. And then Cage picked him up, hit an F5 on Sydal as he kicked out. Sydal came back with a knee and a kick, but Cage hit the drill claw for the win. And that concludes my 2 weeks of Impact Wrestling and 1 week of 1 or 2 weeks, however they're going to do the Ring of Honor results. And thanks again. Peace out. See you when I be. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters.